Now today in the battle arena, well, we've got two Godzillas going head to head. The Godzilla from the Monsterverse, the one who's about to fight Kong, legendary Godzilla, going up against the Godzilla from that anime, the one who drove everyone off the Earth, Godzilla Earth. So who's coming out on top here? Well, let's find out. And first things first, I want to talk about Godzilla. The Godzilla from the Monsterverse. Guess I gotta be more specific here. Well, Godzilla's the king of the monsters, the most powerful titan out there. But the question we gotta answer is just how powerful is he? Well, for starters, he is monstrous, just absolutely massive. He actually clocks in at 400 feet tall, 90,000 tons. And he's so big, in fact, he created a freaking tsunami just by walking out of the water. Godzilla has also destroyed skyscrapers by pushing the female Muto and King Ghidorah straight through them. And really, it all comes down to weight. Godzilla knocked over these skyscrapers by pushing the female Muto and King Ghidorah. And while we're not exactly sure how much the Muto weighs, we do know for a fact that Ghidorah weighs a little over 140,000 tons. Over 100,000 tons! Godzilla has also got a massively powerful bite, able to toss the male Muto around just by biting into his body and then chucking him. He's also chomped down on one of Ghidorah's heads, tore it off completely. Even his tail is powerful. Outright killed a Muto with one swing, accidentally knocked over a skyscraper in the process. And the thing about Godzilla isn't just that he's strong. He's insanely strong, but also durable. He's insanely tough. Now, up front, a lot of people like to criticize Godzilla and his durability because of that one time where a building fell on top of him and he struggled to pick himself back up afterwards. And yeah, to be fair, it definitely wasn't the best showing. But that's really the only time that Godzilla's durability has ever even remotely been in question. Other than that, the guy is immensely tough. He's taking consistent attacks from Mutos, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. And King Ghidorah is easily just as strong as Godzilla himself. In a tie-in comic for the 2014 movie, Godzilla actually took the Permian impact, which is a collision that killed all life of that era. Godzilla also survived the Castle Bravo nuke, which had a 14 megaton yield, was the largest detonated nuke in American history. Then in King of the Monsters, Godzilla also survived a nuclear blast directly to the face, and wasn't just unfazed by it, but was actually powered up by it. He also survived the detonation from the Oxygen Destroyer, which was designed to destroy all the oxygen and kill everything within a 2-mile radius. And then there's Godzilla's atomic breath. This ray is so powerful that it'll weaken and kill the female Muto and push around King Ghidorah. We've already been over how large those monsters are and how much they weigh. It's also just a stream of nuclear fire, so you can kinda assume it's got some pretty intense radiation output. And then, last but not least, we've got Burning Godzilla. Quote-unquote, Fire Godzilla.
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure?
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
And when he was all amped up like that, he starts melting everything around him in an instant. Do you know how hot you gotta be to melt stuff that quickly? Yeah, neither do I. That's not even actually how those buildings would melt in real life. The surrounding atmosphere would be on fire. If Godzilla was able to melt that stuff that quickly, nothing about this is realistic. Newsflash, the movie about two giant fighting monsters isn't scientifically accurate. But just to throw a number out there, just to get a number in your head, let's say like 5,000 to 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun, put that in perspective, is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So Godzilla is freaking hot. Then he's able to unleash these massive nuclear pulses that literally disintegrate Ghidorah. And he took 3 point-blank gravity blasts while he was doing it. Those things have been launching him around the whole movie. But now, no problem. So he burns Ghidorah, knocks Ghidorah down, then just freaking steps right through Ghidorah's chest. God, what a savage. So yeah, Legendary Godzilla is pretty powerful. But then you've got Earth Godzilla. This is an anime version of Big G, who's basically a god that the Earth itself created in order to drive off humanity. He then killed every other kaiju, drove humans off the planet, and for the next 20,000 years began to evolve and transforming the Earth too in the process. So this version of Godzilla is easily the biggest one that we've ever seen, weighing in at over 100,000 tons and clocking in at a whopping 300 meters, almost 1,000 feet tall. He's strong enough to shatter mountains just by lifting himself through them, and sends out earthquakes with each step that he takes. He's incredibly tough, can heal from most attacks in just a few seconds, and then he's got this shield around him. Basically think of it as a giant force field that protects him from pretty much everything. The shield is so strong, is able to withstand 150 nuclear missiles single attack. You could see the craters from that attack from outer space, but yet Godzilla was basically fine. And then you also gotta focus on all of Godzilla's nuclear attacks and abilities. So man, this version of the big guy has a ton of them. His atomic breath is able to destroy mountains with just one hit. He wiped out a city made of nanometal, which is more durable than anything on Earth. He used it to blast through the giant Ghidorah in those animes, and even collapsed a mini black hole. He's also able to launch out this different atomic breath that levels canyons behind him, and is clocking in at the same energy level of 30,000 nuclear power plants. He's able to channel all this energy through his tail, too, which can cause earthquakes for miles around. And Godzilla is able to get pretty freaking hot as well. So hot that attacks literally melt before they reach him. So both of them are super, super powerful. Guess the question now is, who's more powerful? Well, I think Legendary is strong enough to physically clash with Earth and do alright. I mean, King Ghidorah weighed 130,000 tons, Earth just weighed a little over 100,000 tons, and we saw what he was doing with Ghidorah, especially in his burning form. Only catch is just that size difference. Even if Legendary is strong enough to go up against Earth, it's still going to be difficult to get any leverage when you're basically just reaching his waist. Earth literally doubles Legendary in height. Now, I do think Legendary is durable enough to take some attacks from Earth, especially in his burning form. But the problem here, the overarching problem, is I think Earth can just simply outlast him. That shield of his is basically impossible to get through. It stood up to attacks a whole lot more powerful than Legendary has ever produced. And the only reason that King Ghidorah was even able to get through them was Ghidorah doesn't have to follow the same rules of space and time. That's literally the only reason. So even if Legendary and Earth are the same in every other way, and with Fire Godzilla, I think they're similar, but still give the edge to Earth though. But let's just say they're similar. And so even if they're the same, that shield and that durability are kind of just too big to ignore. Fire Godzilla only lasts for so long. Godzilla Earth might simply be able to outlast it, then take him out once he's back to normal. But then you throw on top Godzilla Earth's size, his better attacks. Also, just the fact that he's already beaten and gone up against more powerful kaiju than Legendary has. Well, I think it's pretty clear here. Burning Godzilla is nothing to scoff at. But Godzilla Earth is kinda just in a league of its own. So yeah, gonna have to give this one over to Godzilla Earth. Earth Godzilla wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Who do you think wins this fight? Also, how excited are you for Godzilla vs. Kong? Sign off down below. Also, be sure that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, join the Fanco army, and I will see y'all next time.